Hey yo everyone, welcome back. Today we're going through some of the best Nintendo eShop deals under $2 that you can pick up this month. Many of them are live through the Christmas holiday, but we'll definitely see even more deals before the month ends. With that in mind, make sure that the bell is turned on and of course subscribe if this is your first time here, and be sure to check out our last video where we covered deals under $10. To the crew, thanks as always for hanging out. Let's go ahead and dive in. Stay safe, my friends. Alright, we'll start today with Seven Horizons, which is a single-player 2D platform shooter. It offers about 5 hours of gameplay with a download around 60 megabytes. The retro look and sound fit perfect here on the console, and the game gives you 4 playable characters, each with their own unique skills, so there's definitely a decent bit of replay value here as well. The puzzles can challenge the brain a bit, but overall it's a pretty easy game, and right now you can pick it up for just $1.99, marked down 85% with the deal ending on the 13th. Chex Quest HD is an HD remake of a game that was included as a pack-in gift for a limited time back in the late 90s. You could actually get a full-blown first-person shooter inside of a cereal box, and it wasn't that bad of a game at all. It's basically a family-friendly version of Doom, with slime replacing the blood. Anyway, this version of the game is given a shiny new coat of paint, but the core mechanics stayed the same. With that said though, you do have 4-player local split screen, 6 playable characters, and while the main campaign is only about an hour or 2 long, the main draw here will be nostalgia and of course the multiplayer gameplay. Right now you can pick this one up for just $1.99, marked down 60% until the 26th, and the download comes in at about 2.5 gigs. Up next we have Circa Infinity the Ultimate Edition, which is a single-player reverse platformer with some mind-melting levels and really cool boss battles. The game offers more than 10 hours of gameplay with a small download around 150 megabytes, and while it's nice and easy at the beginning, by the end of the game it's insanely difficult. Each new set of levels introduces a new mechanic or an enemy type, so you'll just have to make quick adjustments and learn as you go. The music is another highlight, and right now you can pick it up for just $1.99, marked down 82% until the 13th, again matching a previous low. Elli is a single-player 3D platform adventure game with a download around 750 megabytes, and it offers about 5 to 10 hours of main story gameplay. Now the game has gorgeous graphics here on the console, and the platforming is never too overly complicated, just enough to satisfy the player, and of course keep them trying when they fail. It does have a simple control scheme that's easy for gamers of any age, which is nice, and the penalty for death isn't too harsh either, so again, even if you struggle at first, just kinda keep going and you'll get it. On top of that, the environments are gorgeous, the puzzles are fun, and overall I would say this is a great pick that often gets overlooked. Right now it's just $1.99, marked down 75% with the deal ending on the 11th. Make sure to check it out. Kave Adventure is a 2D side-scrolling platformer with a special gimmick in that you have a jetpack that you can use to fly around as a secondary form of movement in addition to the traditional jumps and running that you would find in other games. The controls again feel great, the combat is fun, and of course getting to fly does add a bit of excitement into the mix as well. Now with this one there are more than 35 levels and it should take roughly 5 hours to work your way through. Right now it's on sale for just $1.99, marked down 90% with the deal ending on the 18th. The download is a little over 3 gigs, so just make sure that you have space. Up next we have Little Bug, which is a single-player puzzle platformer with a roughly 4-hour story, and the download is just under 700 megabytes. Now the game does a great job at creating a unique, strange world, and gives us a really cool physics system that allows us to swing around through the different levels. It also encourages exploration with hidden secrets and bonus levels that you can find as well. Right now it's on sale for just $1.99, marked down 85%, matching an all-time low until the 13th. Next we have Loud My Road to Fame, which is a single-player rhythm-based title with a download just under 700 megabytes, and it can be completed in a single play session, as the story is only about an hour to an hour and a half long, but it is pretty captivating, and we follow a girl named Astrid who finds music as an escape from everyday life. After her father buys her a new guitar, we join her on her rise to fame. The all-original soundtrack is fantastic, and while the rhythm-based gameplay isn't all that innovative, it is a lot of fun and easy to pick up for nearly anyone. This is another game I think that often gets overlooked, and right now it's on sale for just $1.99, marked down 75% with the deal ending on the 27th. Planet Alpha is a 2D puzzle platformer. It's kind of like Inside or Limbo, in that you have to solve puzzles as you make your way through this world, and everything is deadly, so mistakes are fatal. This time around, the story is more sci-fi related, and as the player, you have the ability to control time, which allows you to switch from day to night or night to day. This mechanic is used to solve puzzles as you progress through the story, and some of the visuals are truly stunning. Now at $9.99, I probably wouldn't recommend it, but for just $1.99, I think this is another great value. The deal ends on the 24th, and you'll need about 3.5 gigs for the install. Next, we have SuperEpic The Entertainment War, which is a single-player 2D action platformer. It has a download around 870 megabytes, and the main story will last roughly 10 hours or so to wrap up. Now in this one, we play as a young raccoon with our trusty Steed as we explore the offices of a corrupt corporation, taking on a wide variety of enemies, epic bosses, and overcoming the puzzles that we find along the way. If you've never played this one, I think you should definitely check it out. Right now it's on sale for just $1.99, marked down 89%, and the deal ends on the 25th. Swords and Bones 2 is a single-player action platformer with light RPG elements added in, and it offers players 50 different levels that of course increase in difficulty and can really challenge your skills by the time you reach the end. The download is under 100 megabytes, and for the sequel they went with more of a 16-bit graphical style, and on top of that, this time around most of the mechanics in the game have a bit more depth than they did in the first one, which was already a pretty fun game. This one even offers multiple different endings, and right now you can pick it up for just $1.99, marked down 80%, and the deal ends on the 13th. They Bleed Pixels is a pretty tough single-player platformer that offers more than 10 hours of gameplay and comes with a download at about 325 megabytes. Now this one on standard difficulty is absolutely brutal, but if you stick with it and master the combat, it is a wildly fun game, and there's even a somewhat interesting story being told in the background as well. Now you do have to be a bit more patient and plan your moves out in comparison to some other games in the genre, especially when you get to the later stages, but if you're up for the challenge, right now it's on sale for $1.99, marked down 87%, and the deal ends on the 18th. Alright everyone, here are a few other great deals to check out while you're already on the eShop.
Blocks, electrified blocks, and mechanical rats.
Alright everyone, that wraps up today's video. There are definitely more deals out there, and we'll have more videos coming your way, so hit that bell so you don't miss the notification. If you don't mind, drop a like on the video if you had a good time, jump down in the comments and let me know what games you might be picking up. Take care everyone.